Alright, welcome everybody. This is the go-home show to RCW Destiny, our very first pay-per-view of RCW Season 6. I can't believe we're already here. We're already halfway through Season 6. I came back yesterday to streaming after taking some days off. Got to take care of yourself. You know, got to make sure that everything is in order with your life first before you worry about streaming life, because that's separate. Anyways, a couple things to go over before we get into the show and everything. So, one, the Epic Wrestling League tournament, the one that Chaotic hosted, that I helped out with, I believe that second half of the tournament, meaning the men's side of things, will be this Saturday, just like it was last Saturday. And I'll make sure to keep you guys up to date on that. Another thing, the podcast, the Angle podcast. If you haven't checked that out, it is on my YouTube. The first 2 episodes are there. It's going to be a website exclusive thing from now on. And in case you haven't checked out my website, let me type in the link here in chat real quick. Let me make sure I spelled it right. That is the website there, ProWrestlingGA.com, ProWrestlingGamingAssociation.com. And that is where you can find the RCW roster, a little bit of the bios of the superstars, all of my wrestling content, including the RCW episodes and the Angle podcast, as well as website-exclusive series like Sky's the Limit and Luna Outlaw Behind the Mask, The Dawning Behind the Mask, I should say, which is launching soon. And you can also find some blogs about anything and everything wrestling in the wrestling industry, just stuff that I like to discuss about. I also started a thing called Superstar Spotlight, in which I should say, make a post about one superstar per week and talk about them and talk about their career and stuff like that. That's something that I do per week. I did mine on Jon Moxley of AEW, so that is there for you guys as well. That's really just to keep the conversation going about wrestling and the wrestling industry. Feel free to comment on those. Feel free to share those. Anything and everything that you would do with social media, feel free to do that. And you can watch those there. In case you have missed any of the episodes up to this point of RCW, you can catch them on my YouTube and on the website. So, and also, some of them you can catch on the Twitch video on demand, on the Twitch VODs. So you can catch them in 2 permanent places. 3, the reason why I say that Twitch VODs aren't permanent is because they go away after a certain amount of time. But those 2 places, my YouTube at Botch TV, the same as my Twitch name, and the website, you can catch them on there along with all the other content. I wanted to bundle it all up so that you guys didn't have to go to my YouTube and then go to the website as well. There's going to be a lot more things on the website. I'm very happy that it's been launched for a couple weeks now, since January 7th, and the traffic from it has been amazing and everything, and I'm very happy about that. I have some co-hosts, Chaotic _ 911, as well as Young Sin, 2 co-hosts for my podcast, in which we'll be talking anything and everything wrestling. You know how the Angle podcast works if you've seen it before, and if you don't, well, let me let you in on a little information. Basically, it is me and a guest, or me, in this case, me, Chaotic, and Young Sin, talking about a topic in wrestling. Sometimes we'll have guests, sometimes we won't, sometimes it'll just be us. It all depends on what I feel like doing. I'm running it. Chaotic hopped on board along with his buddy Young Sin, and we are excited to have that. So episode 3 is kind of in the works right now. We have the sheet done, like the little coverage sheet of different points we want to cover in the podcast. We have that done and ready to go. We are excited for that, so hopefully you guys will join us for that. That'll be live on Twitch. I'm pretty sure Chaotic will be streaming it on Mixer, Twitch, and Facebook, so wherever you follow him, you can check that out too as well when that happens. We will, of course, let you know when that happens, but let's get this underway as we have Sky Outlaw taking on Kairi Sane, and Luna Outlaw, her sister, will be accompanying her out to the ring, as Luna Outlaw is not in action tonight, as she was in action last episode. Actually, no, she was not, if I remember correctly. We want to make sure that our superstars that are in matches are well rested, and so we don't want to book them the week of the pay-per-view, so that's why we have Luna out here as a spectator tonight rather than a competitor. Well, let's get this underway as we have Kairi Sane coming out here. Now, a lot can change just within one episode of RCW. We still have yet to find out who Zero will be defending his RCW World title against. And that could be none other than Bryan Outlaw himself, as he will face Zero tonight in our main event. So we will find out exactly who will be facing Zero at the RCW Destiny pay-per-view, as well as a tag team match between Gallows and Anderson, and Cedric Alexander will be teaming up with Aleister Black, and the winner of that match will go on to face the Undisputed Era, the newly crowned RCW Tag Team Champions, at RCW Destiny. Now let's waste no more time here as we get this underway as Sky Outlaw and Kairi Sane. It would be interesting to see how, if Luna Outlaw ends up playing a role in how this match ends up being, as Kairi Sane starts off with an elbow there. Oh, but a kick to the midsection there. It's Kairi, oh, but Kairi able to wear down Sky here with a side Russian leg sweep there. Trying for a stomp, trying for just a strike to the back there, but no, and a backstabber there. A backstabber to Kairi Sane. Trying to lift up Kairi here, but Kairi saw that coming. Now working on the arm now. Definitely can't feel good for the shoulder there, trying to rip the shoulder out of the socket very easily. Done. Doesn't take too much pressure to do that. It's Kairi Sane with an Irish whip into the corner and some type of spear there in the corner. It appeared to be either a spear or shoulder tackle. Either way, it was effective. And a couple of knee strikes there from Sky Outlaw. Oh, but Luna bringing in a chair here. Tried to go after the referee a little bit, but to no avail. Trying again, trying to go after the referee with a basement dropkick, but no. Referee, though. Oh, as I think Sky tried to go for that chair shot, but the referee was distracted for a moment. But Kairi Sane taking advantage, and obviously the referee taking care of that chair, as this is normal match rules. No, you cannot use the chair, as disqualifications do apply here. A little leapfrog over there from Sky, and a neck breaker after a quick knee to the back. And a standing moonsault there from Sky Outlaw. That's something that we don't normally see. We see Luna do that a lot, though. Leapfrog. Drop down there. Ooh, tried for a move there. Tried to follow it up with something, but Kairi again in the driver's seat here. Now looking for this running knee here. And a forearm in the corner. Sorry, I thought it was his knee, but forearm there. And a cover here. 1, 2. Kairi almost had Sky there, but Sky with the kick out. Middle of the ring, too. Very wise placement there. But Sky now, Sky lifting her up into the sky's the limit here on Kairi Sane. What a quick turnaround into a pin combination, but only a 1 count there. Referee, though, was in perfect position. Something that we don't see normally here on RCW. The referee is kind of all over the place here. What a shot to the back there of Kairi Sane. Uh-oh. This guy's going for a ride here. Oh, my God. A blow to the back there, and that can't be good. Definitely don't want to wear out your back. That'll shed years off of your career. Especially in something like wrestling here. As Kairi hits the insane elbow. 1, 2. And the... Wait a minute. Sky kicked out, but there was no need, as Luna Outlaw just pulled the referee out of the ring. And now trying again, but the referee seems to be a little bit glitched in between the ropes there. And a kick out at 2. Luna Outlaw coming out for her sister there, trying to help her out. Is Kairi Sane? It's just taking it to Sky Outlaw right now. But Luna definitely paying dividends here. I had a feeling that she would get involved in this matchup. A couple of quick kicks there. And a drop kick, but no. Couldn't finish the combo there. And a German suplex. And once again, Sky finds herself in huge trouble. 1. And no. Still not down enough. Kairi trying to pump herself up, looking for this working hold here. As Luna Outlaw has to watch on here. Watch her sister here in this match. But it seems that Sky is finding a way to battle back. We've seen her do that in the Epic Wrestling League tournament. She came up short, though. But she's been known to make quite some comebacks here trying. But she ran out of energy. She's a little winded here. And a spine buster, just trying to create some type of separation. Going up top, absolutely winded here. Trying to go for the Skyfall here. Skyfall on Kairi Sane. 1, 2, 3, and Sky Outlaw able to get the victory here over Kairi Sane. And just like that, we saw another comeback in the repertoire of Sky Outlaw. It appeared as if Kairi already had this match in the bag, but Sky Outlaw able to come out with the victory here. Oh! I had to do that. Because Chaotic just joined, I had to do that. Had to do that. Had to freaking do that. Yeah, she definitely took a... Oh! Oh my god. That's freaking great. That never gets old. As we have Jason Outlaw here facing off against Kevin Owens. Now, in case you guys don't know already, Kevin Owens has had quite the relationship with the Outlaws here as he returned to RCW action under one condition. If Bryan Outlaw were to get a shot for the title, he would give him one. He wanted a one-on-one match with Bryan for the title. And Bryan is not champion right now. In RCW, that is. He is not champion right now. So, depending on how he does against Zero tonight here in the main event, after RCW Destiny, we might see a new RCW World Champion as Jason Outlaw comes out here. I have to say, like, even in the 2K19 version of him, like, I love what I did with his pants. I just put the bail kick there and the logo there. And the visit the knee, obviously you guys know the VR, the visiting room, the VR knee. That we know that Jason loves to hit. And you could get that same design, that bail kick design on a shirt. You can just enter the command ! store, enter the command store, and you will gain access to the link, which will bring you to the store where you can get classic RCW merch. We also have a hoodie up there. We have like some type of hooded sweatshirt. We also have a coffee mug and other things that are being made here in the process that aren't shirts. I really want to try and make other things that aren't just t-shirts so that you guys have other things to have. As Kevin Owens looks to get ready here against Jason Outlaw. And here we go. Jason Outlaw and Kevin Owens. And Jason starts off with a little bit of a kick to the side of the head here. And all of the Outlaws are very quick strikers. Very, very quick. It's hugely part of their repertoire, but Kevin Owens is having nothing of it. Who tried for a right hand, but to no avail, but pushes Jason Outlaw down there. It might be a little bit of a test of strength there. If you look at the power of Kevin Owens, he loves to hit that pop-up power bomb as well as the stunner. Has become part of his repertoire here. Jason Outlaw gets draped over the ropes. Now doing a little bit of a working hold here, trying to wear Jason down, and that's the best thing you can do if you're against one of the Outlaws. Try and slow them down, wear them down. We already seen Sky Outlaw just come back out of nowhere against Kairi Sane just a match ago. And in case you missed the Epic Wrestling League tournament, I'm working with Chaotic on trying to get that onto the website. I told him the other night that that's something that I definitely want to get on the website. You know, he just needs to download it and edit some things out. I mean, that's a long stream. That's like 4 hours or 6 hours or something like that. So it may take him a little bit to edit some things out and then upload it to his YouTube channel, and then in turn I will put it on the website. It'll be put under the content tab as EWL, because I will be helping him with storylines and things like that, so it'll be under the other content tab that will be made. There's a clothesline there after a knee in the corner. Couple of shots there. And even more shots to the back of the leg here. Bail kick. A bail kick from Jason Outlaw's a huge trademark of his. Dragging Kevin Owens to the middle of the ring. Referees right there. 1, 2. And Kevin Owens kicks out at 2. Jason going to the corner now. He has to get a running start here for the VR. The VR on Kevin Owens. A little bit close to the ropes. 1, 2. And Kevin Owens with the kick out. And as you can see, Jason is livid right now. He is wondering how in the hell Kevin Owens managed to kick out of that one. as this match continues to roll on. Now wrenching on the neck of Jason Outlaw here. Kevin Owens doing a little bit of taunting. Going up top. This is something that I don't see Kevin Owens do a lot. Calling Jason to his feet and a cross body from KO. Into the corner, possibly looking to set up Jason for that cannonball. Kicking him down and a cannonball in the corner from Kevin Owens. But Jason found his second wind. Maybe that cannonball was enough to give him that second win there, and as he takes Kevin Owens down here. DDT to Kevin Owens. And now again going for that VR. Again trying to beat Kevin Owens here in a VR again. Dragging him to the middle of the ring. Very wise there as he hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Kevin Owens again. Kicking out of the VR. I have yet to see it 3 times. I have yet to see him hit it 3 times. But it's definitely going to take a lot more than that to take Kevin Owens down, apparently. Ooh, but an elbow here. Grabs him into another DDT. And as you can see, the referee kind of was shocked by that a little bit. Now looking for another VR. Maybe this is the running start that he needs. Running into the VR again. And that busts Kevin Owens wide open. And into the cover one more time. 1, 2. And Kevin Owens again kicks out of the VR. A third time kicking out of the VR. And Jason is honestly absolutely beside himself right now, trying to figure out what the hell he needs to do. Shooting star press there, but I don't know if he got all of that. As he looks to go up top here to the other corner. Looking to dive in that elbow drop there. Trademark of the Outlaws. All of the Outlaws know that. And a back body drop here from Kevin Owens. Maybe we're seeing a second wind here from Kevin here. And bashing the head of Jason into the canvas. Going for cover 1, 2. And Jason barely getting his shoulder up. Even though he hasn't taken much of offense. But, you know, maybe he's just tired from hitting all those VRs. Maybe he's tired. I mean, that move takes a little bit of a running start, and he's already had to hit it 3 times. He's going to have to hit it again. Or find something else to get Kevin Owens with. Now tossing Jason to the outside now. I wonder what KO is looking to do here. Whatever it is, it can't be good as Jason finds himself in huge trouble and into that metal barricade. It's very unforgiving here. But a kick to the midsection. Oh, a kick to the midsection of Jason now. Ooh, and right off of the apron there. The hardest part of the ring. Count of 6 here. Dropping Jason here on the outside. Count of 7. Now throwing KO back into the ring. But KO is able to use the ropes for a little bit of help. Side Russian leg sweep again takes down Kevin Owens. And a bail kick again on Kevin Owens. But Jason wasting little time throwing Kevin Owens out, realizing that possibly a VR is not going to be enough to take down KO. And by the looks of things, this can't be good for Kevin Owens. Getting back into the ring just to break up the referee's count. Very smart, considering how young Jason and all the rest of the Outlaws are. They are very good when it comes to in-ring work here. Uh-oh. What's Jason going for here? Propping up Kevin Owens onto the table. Top rope. Elbow drop through the table. And Kevin Owens is absolutely flattened. And rightfully so. Throwing him in the ring now. Now finally going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Jason finally gets the win over Kevin Owens. But what a fight from Kevin Owens there. As it took 3 VRs. 3 plus an elbow drop through the table. I doubt that there's going to be many people that are going to endure that type of punishment and be able to kick out of that. But nonetheless, Jason is victorious as we move on to our next match. As this is the match that I was alluding to earlier, as Gallows and Anderson will face Cedric Alexander and Aleister Black. And this is a #1 contenders match for the RCW Tag Team titles. Now, Gallows and Anderson were in the Tag Team tournament, and they lost. They took a loss, and the Undisputed Era ended up going all the way to crown themselves new RCW Tag Team Champions. Now, Aleister Black, going way back, and I mean way back here in the RCW series, he was once a tag team partner of the Demon, Finn Balor, and they were once tag team champions. Aleister Black is a former tag team champion, and they called themselves Black Hole. It was the Demon, Finn Balor, and Aleister Black, one of the most decorated tag teams in RCW history, as long as it's been here. And they were tag team champions, and teaming with Cedric Alexander, that's a very unusual team up here, but nonetheless, this is a #1 contenders match for the RCW Tag Team titles, as even though that the Undisputed Era just won them a couple episodes ago under RCW pay-per-view rules, sorry, can't talk today, all titles must be defended. All of them. Unless some other circumstance, such as injury, prevent them from competing. Then that is left to the other staff of RCW to figure that out. As we've had that happen before, where we've had injured champions. This is probably the biggest opportunity that man right there, Cedric Alexander, has in his RCW career. And he is teaming with a former tag team champion in Aleister Black. And we're not going to watch his entrance because his entrance are wicked long, even though it's a badass entrance. As we get this underway, #1 contender, whoever wins this goes on to RCW Destiny to face the Undisputed Era in Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish for the RCW Tag Team titles, as Gallows hammering the head of Cedric Alexander into the top turnbuckle here. Now, as far as if Roderick Strong and Adam Cole will be at ringside, that is yet to be determined, as Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly were able to win the tag team titles without any outside interference, as Cedric Alexander again getting his head bashed in by the big man and Luke Gallows. Ooh, but Cedric somehow coming back and tagging in Aleister Black here. And Aleister Black able to take Luke Gallows down. I don't want to call an upset, but we've seen that happen before. We've seen that happen before. So, I'm not calling anything. I'm only calling the match. I'm not calling who's... This match could go either way, folks. Especially with Aleister Black being a tag team champion at one point in his RCW career. However, you know, with tag team partnerships, it comes chemistry. Aleister Black and Cedric Alexander have never teamed here until now here in RCW, so he doesn't have the same chemistry as he did with Finn Balor. As Finn Balor broke up the tag team of Black Hole, as he felt like it would be better for Aleister Black and Finn Balor himself to explore singles careers, which is understandable. Luke Gallows catching the foot here of Aleister Black. And what a huge slam there. Taking down Aleister, and the referee is right there to see the tag to Carl Anderson. And now we're going to see Carl Anderson here against Aleister Black, and that senton there. What a beautiful senton, trying for that again, and a senton again to Aleister Black. And now you can't take your eyes off of Aleister Black, as somebody who is as quick striker as Aleister Black is. You can't take your eyes off of him. It's Carl Anderson now with a huge powerbomb into a pin combination near one. Oh, I thought it may have been a rope break, because it looked to appear that Aleister had his hands underneath the ropes, but no, and a senton again. Carl Anderson has yet to be touched here by Aleister Black. And they're doing a good job wearing down the quick man that Aleister Black is. And again, stomping on the leg, stopping Aleister Black from making that hot tag over to Cedric Alexander. But now Luke Gallows is in now. But Aleister finding a way to fire back now. Taking the big man and Luke Gallows. Snapmare takedown here, and a kick right to the back of the big man. And a tag to Cedric Alexander. Finally, Aleister's able to make that tag. Irish whip into the ropes now. Oh my lord, look at the strength of Cedric here, and a kick right to the chest of Luke Gallows. And don't let Cedric's small stature fool you. Like, he is a very quick striker. Very quick. Very fast. Very acrobatic. Definitely one of the best superstars we have here on the RCW roster. And a huge clothesline and a kip up here from Cedric. And Luke Gallows just takes down Cedric here. But I think Luke Gallows was just as shocked as I was to see him just get absolutely floored, looking for that roundhouse kick and a code breaker from Cedric Alexander. Uh-oh. Cedric asking Luke Gallows to get to his feet. And a jumping clothesline. Springboard clothesline there. 1. And Carl Anderson able to break up the pin there. That's what happens in tag team matchups. Oh, but looking for the lumbar check here on Luke Gallows. Lumbar check here on Luke Gallows. Are we going to see Cedric Alexander and Aleister Black at RCW Destiny? And no, because Carl Anderson took out the referee, breaking up that count. Hopefully the referee's all right. But we were just... I thought we were going to witness that upset. Irish whip into the ropes, though. Luke Gallows finding a way. Somehow come out in a super kick. Some type of a super kick there from Luke Gallows. And finally making the tag to Carl Anderson, who hasn't been touched at all in this match, or has been barely even in this match. Ooh, but an elbow there from Cedric. And an uppercut from Cedric. And Cedric is not stopping, as he drags Carl Anderson to the corner, tagging in Aleister Black. And now trying to wear down Carl Anderson now. They spent so much time on Luke Gallows that Carl Anderson has been barely touched at all. Lifting up Aleister Black now. Ooh, Aleister, though, pushing him away. Looking for that clothesline outside the ring, but no. Carl Anderson had second thoughts. And now stomping at the leg again. Can't hit a black mass if you don't got a leg to do it. And the boot of doom there. From Carl Anderson. Now Carl Anderson looking to finish this all on his own here. And a cutter there. And Cedric able to break up the pin. But now Carl Anderson now. Carl Anderson taking care of Cedric. He has Aleister right where he wants him, as Luke Gallows has to get out of the ring. Otherwise, he could be disqualified. And that would make Aleister Black and Cedric the winners here. Now Aleister Black finding a way to come in as he's bleeding, looking for that small package. Small package here. Two count of two here. Almost got Carl Anderson. Almost had him. And now Aleister. Kick to the back of the leg. And Aleister looking for that running bicycle knee strike. Running knee strike there on Carl Anderson. Stomp to the chest there. Elbow. Irish whip to the corner. Double knees in the corner now as Cedric finds a way up. And Aleister playing to the crowd a little bit, but he can't take his eyes off of the prize here, and that's to earn a spot to compete for the RCW Tag Team titles against the Undisputed Era. This is huge for Aleister and Cedric here. Huge for Gallows and Anderson, but especially for a team that has never teamed together before. Uh-oh. We know what this is. Aleister propping him up for a black mass. Thank you for the host, my man. Appreciate you, Chaotic. That's actually the first time I've seen that alert. As Luke Gallows broke up that pin there. And took care of Cedric, though. And Aleister Black again finds himself back in this in quite a state here. Carl Anderson needs to turn around, but looks to grab the ropes for a leverage here. He's lifting him up. Oh, takes him down. And now, maybe Gallows and Anderson have him right where he wants him, but that's not the place. I don't think that's what Carl Anderson had in mind. Irish whip to the other corner. Suplex into the corner there. And now looking for another running bicycle knee strike here. Looking for the running knee, and he does. He connects with it, and it busts Carl Anderson wide open. Now he's bleeding. Everybody's bleeding now as Cedric begs for a tag, and Aleister tags in Cedric now. And Carl Anderson desperately needs to make a tag now. Oh, and a rope break, though. Rope break saves Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson needs to find a way back in this, and this may be it. Uppercut here. And a kick. Oh, and a super kick right to the back of the head of Cedric Alexander. Now looking to take him over to the corner. Possibly looking for a magic killer. Magic killer on Cedric Alexander. 1, 2, and Cedric kicked out. He kicked out of the magic killer as Carl Anderson took care of Aleister Black, which I guess is good for Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, but Cedric kicked out of the magic killer, and now Luke Gallows finds himself in trouble here. Looking for the little bar check, but Luke Gallows gets out of the way of that one. Oh, and a right hand. What a monstrous right hand. And a big splash there. Uh-oh. This could spell bad for Cedric. I think we're going to see it again. We may be seeing the magic killer again. Magic killer. 1. No. Referee, take it forever. 1, 2. And Aleister Black just saving the match. I thought it was going to be... Oh, and he's rolling still. He's still rolling. Oh my. What the hell is going on? Carl Anderson taking care of Aleister Black finally. Now I don't know why Luke Gallows would... And Cedric Alexander looking to get the win here. And Carl Anderson with a kick out and a drop kick to the back. What team? What are we seeing right now? This is insane. Aleister and Cedric have never teamed together before. We are seeing something absolutely, like, unheard of right now. Now to make sure that Aleister Black doesn't do anything here, Carl Anderson with a suplex back into the ring. Dragging him a little bit to the corner. They got to get this quick. They got to get this quick, but Cedric finds a way out of it. No. Carl Anderson turns it around. Looking for the Magic Killer again. Magic Killer again. Yes, Magic Killer. 1, 2, Cedric again kicked out. Cedric again kicked out of the Magic Killer. Oh, Alistair definitely played a little bit of mind games there with Luke Gallows. And Luke Gallows is having none of it as he takes care of Alistair Black. But Alistair Black now firing back as he's not the legal man. He is not the man that Luke Gallows needs to be paying attention to. As Alistair Black gets tagged in, oh, but a boot and another knee strike and another knee strike to the midsection. 3 knees. But Luke Gallows is still fighting in a right hand. Oh my lord. This is a wicked tag team matchup right now. This is absolutely bonkers right now. Elbow drop. Another elbow. What is happening? This is just absolutely unheard of right now. This is insane. The fact that Alistair Black and Cedric Alexander are in this match this long with such a decorated tag team in Gallows and Anderson, it's just mind-boggling. Not to diss them in any way, but it's simply because of the fact that they have never tag teamed together as a big boot there. They've never tag teamed together ever. At all. But Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have been teaming together for a long time. Even before their WWE days in Japan and everything. Like, they have been together for forever. As Luke Gallows looking to submit Alistair Black, realizing that's probably not going to work, decides to let it go. Looks to take care of Cedric now. But Cedric fires back. Looking to desperately make a hot tag over to Carl Anderson. He's got the power, and he makes that tag. He makes the desperately needed tag, but Alistair makes the desperate tag to Cedric. And now Cedric firing on all cylinders right now. Super kick. Why is Cedric... What's Cedric doing? He could have gone for the lumbar check here, but chose not to. Luke Gallows is down. So is Alistair Black. Spinebuster, 1, 2. And Cedric kicked out. Somehow Cedric kicked out again. They just can't get rid of Cedric. Looking for the suplex for Alistair Black here. Gets that suplex, allowing himself some time. But Cedric, Carl Anderson took his eye off the ball here. And that's going to pay dividends. Oh, but Luke Gallows able to break up the pin. What's Cedric doing? What's Cedric doing? Going after Carl Anderson again. but a kick out. This match has gone ridiculous. This match is absolutely ridiculous right now. Like, honestly, I still can't believe what has transpired here. What has transpired in this match is beyond bonkers. It literally is, for a lack of a better term, in a black mass. 1, 2, almost got a 3 count. Almost got a 3 count here. Almost a 3 count. I apologize for my dogs. It's probably because the I ordered a textbook here for my class off of Amazon because it's cheaper. It's the cheaper option, and they're probably going nuts because the male person was coming here, because usually the male person comes around this time. Our mail gets delivered later than usual, probably because of the crappy weather conditions we have out here. That could probably be a factor. All right. Aleister Black and Cedric Alexander somehow in this still. Irish whip into the corner now. This is exactly what they need. Looking for the Magic Killer. Magic Killer. 1, 2. Aleister kicked out. 2. Aleister kicked out. Neither of these men are refused. These men are absolutely immortal right now. Like, how is this even happening? I have yet to know. Chokeslam. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson just looking for anything. Looking to do anything here. Trying for a Magic Killer, but no, Aleister got out of the way. Aleister refusing to go down. Dragging him a little bit and a stomp to the chest. This match is ridiculous. It's like I said, it's beyond bonkers right now. Black Mass! Oh my lord. Into the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna... I literally thought that was gonna be the end. But Carl Anderson, make sure that don't happen. Big boot. And now goes after Carl Anderson. Tags in Carl Anderson. Very good decision here. Very wise. Very wise decision. Doing a big punch right to the face here. Trying to just play a little bit of mind games with Carl Anderson. But Carl Anderson, though, Carl Anderson slithering out of that suplex into a spine buster. He's got it. He's got to do something. He's got to do something, man. A cutter. A cutter. The Magic Killer couldn't do it. 1, 2, 3, and Gallows and Anderson finally extinguish the power that is Aleister Black and Cedric Alexander. Oh my! The amount of will in these guys. It's absolutely insane. You go up against a tag team like Gallows and Anderson, you take as many magic killers as you can, you keep fighting, and at some point, you gotta go down. And even though that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are gonna be the ones battling it out for the RCW Tag Team titles against the Undisputed Era, like, leave no ill will to Aleister Black and Cedric Alexander in that match. That was absolutely bonkers. That's probably one of the greatest tag matches I've ever called. As we move on to our next match, our co-main event here, we have AJ Styles versus Chris Danger. Now, AJ, former RCW Carnage champion, former tag team champion with Max Mercury and AJ Maximum, and yeah, he had that special feud with Seth Rollins. Chris Danger, on the other hand, aligned himself with the Outlaws back when he joined us, when he joined RCW, said, I'm only joining if you align me with the Outlaws, turned his back on the Outlaws, aligned himself with the Rogue family, who are no longer under contract with RCW, as well as Rosemary, who is still under contract with RCW, and started a whole rivalry with the Outlaws, with the whole entire family. And Jason Outlaw was able to beat Chris Danger to win the soul that Rosemary possessed that was once Bryan's at the RCW Turmoil pay-per-view back in last season. Well, let's waste no time, folks, as we have Chris Danger making his way out here. The internet darling, as some people would call him, as he's all over the world in wrestling, from many wrestling promotions. But since joining RCW, he has had one thing on his mind, and that is championship gold. And he thought he could get it with the Outlaws, but he didn't. As we get this underway, referee underway here, AJ starting off with a forearm there. Or a clothesline, excuse me. But AJ, kick to the back of the head. Chris Danger, though, firing back. Takes down AJ into a pin combination here very early on. Not even a 1 count. But good eye there. Good thinking. Kick to the midsection. AJ tried for a chop, but Chris Danger was having nothing of it. You'd be surprised at how tired my voice gets from calling these matches. That's why I got water here. As Chris Danger heads up to the top rope and standing shooting star press. The match moves quicker than I can. I'm going to step up Enziguri there. From AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. And when he gained the Carnage title, we saw a change in attitude in AJ. Like, he didn't want to be bossed around anymore. You know, it looks like that championship gold, that glory, went a little bit to his head. But since losing the title, he has, I guess, humbled himself in some way, shape, or form. It's Chris Danger now firing back here on AJ once again. Irish whip to the corner and a big knee right into the corner to AJ Styles. Now stomping away on the phenomenal one here. Just working on him here in the corner. Now going for a cover here. 1. No. Kick out at 1. Popping him up here. Ooh, tried for a kick, but AJ caught the foot of Chris Danger here. Says, no, 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 not today. And a step up in Seguri again. Uh-oh, now looking to roll Chris Danger into a calf crusher. Calf crusher here. Calf crusher here on Chris Danger. But Chris able to get out of it very quickly. Didn't weaken the legs enough of Chris Danger so that he was able to lock that in. I don't know if he got it full locked in or not. As Chris Danger bashing the head of AJ Styles into the turnbuckle. The top turnbuckle, that is. Propping him up now. And a Philly special. A Philly special there from Chris Danger. I think Chris looked to end it, but an arm drag there. Arm drag there. Ooh. Tried for a big boot there. Oh, but a stunner. A stunner there from Chris Danger. Now looking for a taste of danger here. This is something that he hit Bryan Outlaw with the night that he turned on him. Taste of danger here on AJ Styles. Dragging him to the middle of the ring here a little bit, or at least close to the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and Chris Danger making quick work of AJ Styles. Wow. Just like that, Chris Danger finds himself back into the win column here in RCW Season 6. As we move on here, very quick match there. Chris Danger took care of AJ real quick. As we have our main event here, as Bryan Outlaw will face Zero, the RCW World Champion. Now, like I said earlier on in the show, Zero does not have a contender for his title yet. And all titles must be defended. So, this is a big match for Bryan Outlaw right now. The last time he had championship gold, if I remember correctly, was at RCW Anarchy. Or wait. Yeah. RCW Anarchy, in which he lost the tag team titles due to his brother, Jason Outlaw, messing up in some way, shape, or form, losing the titles. And that is the last time he has seen championship gold. So it's almost been a full season since we've seen that. As we have Bryan Outlaw come out here. DDT 123, that shirt that he is wearing, you can grab that on the merch store. Use the command store to get that there. I'll type it in chat here for you, just in case you guys want to get it. There you will find all of the merch, including some of the merch that you see here. Obviously, like I mentioned, DDT 123. We have some new t-shirts as well. And many more designs coming soon. Many more different things. I definitely want to get some beanies. Some of the snow hats there. Some regular hats. Some regular RCW hats. I would definitely love to get some of those. And other things as well. As Zero, the RCW World Champion, makes his way out here. Like I said, this is a big, big match for Bryan Outlaw, but especially for Zero, as Zero does not know who he's going to defend his title against. And like I said, anything and everything can happen here in RCW, so definitely Zero needs to be keeping an eye out, especially on somebody like Bryan Outlaw and anybody of the Outlaw family, as we get this underway. And a huge spear as Bryan looks to end this early in a 1 count right out of the gate. A spear. Now, obviously, maybe Zero is the taller perhaps much stronger, more powerful of the men here in this matchup. But Bryan is the quickest. Bryan is very quick, as like I mentioned in the previous match with Sky Outlaw, you know, all the Outlaws and Jason Outlaw as well. All the Outlaws are very quick. Their movesets are very similar, as they've all trained together as a family. I'm going to chop there. Chop right back. And a knee right to the midsection. And a kick. A couple of kicks right to the chest of the RCW World Champion. Now, as far as Bryan Outlaw's resume, he hasn't won the RCW World Championship. He has won the RCW Carnage Championship. He has won the RCW Tag Team Championship. But he has yet to win the world title, and a spine buster there from Zero. And now Zero looking to take it to Bryan Outlaw right now. Man, what Bryan Outlaw would give to have one of his sisters or his brother out here at ringside, maybe his cousin, and another spine buster there. This is just absolutely brutal, and a leg DDT. Right there. Ooh, but a kick right to the knee there. But Zero somehow firing on all cylinders here. Now a huge stomp to the arm. Uh-oh. Bryan said no, no, no. He got sick of that shit. Oh no, tried for the super kick, but no. No super kick, and again takes Zero down. Dragging him to the middle of the ring, very wise there. Oh, but a kick right to the face. He hesitated a little bit. And a belly to belly there. Is Bryan looking for a shooting star press? Oh, but no, got absolutely nothing. Maybe his headbutt right to the where the sun don't shine, but other than that, didn't really get much of it. But now he looks for the patented jailbreak DDT, as we're so used to calling here. Jailbreak DDT here on Zero. Into a pin combination. 1, 2, 3, and he got him. He got him that quick. 1 jailbreak DDT. As the t-shirt says, DDT 1, 2, 3. And Bryan Outlaw just pinned the RCW World Champion. In very quick fashion, I might add. Oh my lord. Oh my god. But it's Chris. It's Chris Danger again. Chris Danger's coming back. The rivalry has somehow just reignited in a Philly special. Oh my god. Looking for a taste of danger, but Bryan turns it around. Bryan turns it around. Looking for the guilty verdict, but no, a stunner. A stunner. Code breaker. Looking to go up top. Standing shooting star, no. Bryan got the knees up. Bryan got the knees up. Looking for guilty verdict, trying to connect with it. Guilty verdict on Chris Danger. And that just backfired. That just backfired. Oh my. That, I don't even know. Are we seeing a resurgence of the rivalry that we had seen a while back here in RCW with Chris Danger looking to spoil the celebration of Bryan Outlaw, as he is now the #1 contender for the RCW World Championship, And he will be facing Zero, the guy that he just beat, for his title at RCW Destiny. And thank you guys so much for joining me today on this go-home show to RCW Destiny. So let me just go over a couple things for those of you that aren't familiar. So with RCW, we have 20 episodes a season, which means every 10th episode we have 2 pay-per-views. And so how the storylines are written for RCW is that they are written one half. So basically, the first 10 episodes are written. Sorry about that. I was just grabbing my rechargeable batteries here because I was just charging them. I had to charge them because those are the batteries that I use in my computer mice for my Mac and my actual laptop here. As I put these in here. But anyways, how it happens is the storylines are written one half at a time. Meaning that the first 10 episodes, so these 9 episodes that you just seen now, are written the way they are because of the fact that I wrote them previously. So, what's gonna happen is this. As far as storylines and all that good stuff goes, as I try and connect my freaking mouse to the freaking thing, and that's not gonna happen because the USB hub falls over. Okay, give me a minute here. There we go. Sorry if you heard that little ding. I had to connect the USB thing. So anyways, the storylines are written one half after the other. So what that means is there's 10 episodes is the first half. So think of it as like a mid-season finale of the TV show where they do 10 episodes or they do however many episodes, they take a little bit of a break and then they come back. That's kind of how The Walking Dead does it. There's 16 episodes a season, 8 episodes every Sunday, and then they take a couple months break, come back, and finish out the season. That is what we do. We don't do like months or whatever. So what's going to happen is you guys are going to see the RCW Destiny pay-per-view in a short amount of time. I want to try using 2K20 because I already have the arena made for it, and I don't feel like making the arena again for RCW Destiny. You know, so I'll try 2K20, or I'll maybe test it out beforehand and see if it actually crashes or not. And if it doesn't, and I do a little bit more trial and error, we may be able to do something. So yeah, that's really how it works, is that you guys are going to see that. And what's going to happen is I like to give people time to, you know, catch up, to kind of, you know, it's kind of like when you miss, you know, episodes of your TV show or whatever, or if you don't have cable and you have Hulu and you want to, you know, catch up on your TV shows. So I like to give maybe about a couple weeks time, or maybe about a week or so time for people to catch up on the episodes that they have missed. And how can you do that, you may ask? Well, easily. It's simple. You can go to my YouTube and you can find every episode there in a separate playlist from RCW Season 1 all the way to Season 6 right here. And you can go to my website as well, and you go to the RCW folder, you'll see a drop-down menu that'll say episodes, and you click on episodes, and you can scroll all the way down to whatever episode you're at and watch it there too as well. You can also watch it on the Twitch VODs too as well, if it's there. The only reason why I say if it's there is because they expire. They expire after a certain amount of time. So the permanent place that I know that you can watch them are the website and my YouTube channel. So that is really how RCW works. That is how it works. And then in the process, I will be with Chaotic, and I will be with other people that I've collaborated with, other people that I talk to in terms of wrestling and everything else. And I'll be writing the storylines for the second half of the season, and then I'll bring it to you guys like the break never even happened. Now, here's the thing that I want you guys to be aware of before I, do my closing thing and get off here and whatnot. So, I want to take this opportunity to tell anybody who's new here, anybody that is watching here on YouTube or watching here on Twitch or watching on the website or whatever you're using to watch this or whatever time you're watching this. Either live right now on the website, on my YouTube, whatever. Or on the VODs. With this break in mind, this gives you the opportunity to provide your feedback. This gives you the opportunity to provide your feedback on the first half of the season. I take that into account because as entertaining and as much as I love this and as much as I love doing this, it's all for you guys too. I love doing it. You guys love doing it. We vibe off of it. We love it. It's fun. We have fun together. Stuff like that. Please do not hesitate to leave your feedback. And where can you do that? Well, here on my Discord server. You can join this Discord server. That link should work. That's a permanent link. That link should work. If it doesn't, I can easily whisper one to you or message you on Twitter, whatever, what have you. And you can go into the RCW. There is a specific RCW content folder that you can go into in which you can give your feedback on this show and on the season and what you've watched. And you don't necessarily need to give your feedback on the season that you watch, or on the most recent season, on the most current season. You can give feedback on just stuff that you've watched overall. So if you've watched season 4 and you really like something about season 4, you can talk about that. You can talk about something that happened in season 3 or season 2. It doesn't matter. But the reason why I say current season helps is because as I'm writing the storylines for the second half of the season, for the other 10 episodes, I like to take that into account, and I like to say, what did people like about this content? What did people not like? Don't be afraid to say something that you didn't necessarily like about the storyline-wise. But the only reason why I say that is to be constructive. Give constructive criticism. A lot of people are really... They don't like to criticize things, or they're not really good at giving constructive criticism, or what have you. But it really helps me as a content creator, because I enjoy I will tell you, if I think a storyline is crap, I'm not going to do it. And I will personally tell you that. And if I think something is crap, then I wouldn't have fallen through with it. There are storylines that I've written down, that I've had in my head, where they don't look right when they're carried out. And I don't want to be like WWE, where you get into that spot where you're like, we're already halfway through this storyline, we can't just end it. We have to watch it play out. So I'd rather end it and not watch it play out whatsoever. You know, before it like gets on the air and before I do it here. So I'd rather like analyze it first before I broadcast it. So with that being said, I want to make that aware for you guys. Again, feel free to check out the website. The website's up. More stuff is to come from the website. And Chaotic and I are very hard at work with a lot of the things, including the tournament for the men's side of things in the Epic Wrestling League tournament. I'll definitely be in talks with you, Chaotic, if you're still in here, possibly sometime tonight or whenever you're available. I'll be definitely in talks with you because I know you want to do something with like the videos, or like we did last time. If you have all the people together and you want to get the entrances in and you want to do the same thing again, we can definitely use the same music, same sort of thing. You know, because it's the same tournament. It's just different because there's men. We'll definitely do that. We'll also definitely be in talks about making storylines, obviously, now that the women's thing is done. But I think what we should do is we should focus on getting the men's tournament done and over with, and then down the road, when we make a universe mode and you get everything into universe mode, and, you know, I don't know if you've used universe mode before, but obviously that's how I carry this out. So we can obviously discuss that and figure out how we want to do things, because you can schedule run-ins and you can do a ton of things with universe mode that not many people take advantage of. And, you know, as awesome as the women's tournament was, I bet the men's tournament is going to be just as badass and just as cool. So with that in mind, yeah, look forward to that. That is supposed to be probably this Saturday, as we did the women's tournament last Saturday, so definitely keep an eye out for that. We will get the women's side of things, the women's tournament, to you guys on the website as soon as possible. I know Chaotic said something about editing that down and cutting out like all the unnecessary footage out of it. And having that there, so we will definitely do that and get that up there for you guys, so you guys can see it on the website. That is something that we both collaborated on, that we both really worked hard on. It took maybe about, I would say, what, 5 to 7 weeks or so to do, to get all of that together, to get the tournament together, to get the arena, to get the titles, to get everything. We spent hours and hours and hours talking to each other on Discord, trying to get this worked out, put a lot of effort, and we appreciate all of your support on both, on that. A lot of people were there in the stream and supporting that, and, you know, we're just trying to grow not only our channels, but the wrestling community and the wrestling gaming community especially. And that was, as a part of the Pro Wrestling Gaming Association website, that is something that needs to be put on there, because this opens up the door for more opportunities with Deftist Violator and, you know, other streamers that stream predominantly WWE, and that's their thing. We want to be able to open the door for more collaborations like that. No matter how small or big, we definitely want to open the door to make that stuff. So, with that being said, thank you guys for joining me today. If in case you missed any of this stream, it'll be up on my YouTube as well as the website a little bit after the fact. Takes a little bit to render and you know, get it up there. I know it got up there like late yesterday, like 11 o'clock or something like that. That was because it just takes a while to render a full almost 2 hours worth of footage. you know, and everything. And I don't really do much when it comes to editing this whole thing. But it takes a while to render because it's an hour-long thing. Sometimes 2 hours. So with that in mind, it takes a little bit to render. So I apologize for that, but I promise you guys it'll be up there as soon as possible. And I will catch you guys on the next stream, which should be tomorrow. I may actually stream the RCW Destiny pay-per-view tomorrow, if I can. Or not tomorrow. Because tomorrow's Thursday. This week threw me off because we had college off because of Martin Luther King Day, so it threw me off. So Friday will be the next stream. I usually don't stream on Wednesdays or Mondays or any of that, but, you know, out of the occasion that I do, you know, and it's not like something that's set in stone on the schedule. Like, just consider it a day that I had time to stream and set aside to stream. So, that doesn't normally happen. I will tell you that. But on the days that I have set, so Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, those are like set in stone days where I usually stream, unless said otherwise. So, again, with that being said, thank you guys so much for your support for the website, and especially the website, because of the traffic that has been on there, and the amount of just support, both for Chaotic and I, and our wrestling community. Constantly it becoming a part of our lives. Like, I consider this a huge part of my life. I consider the Outlaws in this whole universe as real as, you know, as real as the production is on the WWE shows and the indie shows that you pay $15 a ticket to go to. You know, I consider it a high production, high time, and everything else. And with college, sometimes it can get hard to, you know, do the stuff that you want to do because you have the responsibilities, and with work and stuff like that too. You know, it can be tough to do what you want to do, but I make time to do this, and I give 110% in this, and I love the amount of support. I love getting the messages that you guys, that the Outlaws have helped you in some way in terms of the characters, because that's what they're there for. They're there to tell my story. They're also there to let you guys know that the Outlaws deal with their own stuff too. And, you know, that's all the part about creating a better world, is sharing our stories together and sharing who we are with you guys, with each other, and just making a better world. And we can all do that, and we could all definitely use that in the climate that we are in now. We all can definitely use that. So, with that being said, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys on Friday.